What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 17 career mode. This is episode number 113, and today we have two massive games with Borussia Dortmund. Some would say the biggest games of the series, as we take on Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga away at the Bayer Arena, where a win will wrap up the Bundesliga title. And how fitting would that be as well, against our title rivals 2 years in a row. And then we take on Liverpool at home in the Champions League semi-finals, leading by 2-0 on aggregate, looking to progress to the Champions League final for the first time with Borussia Dortmund. So two absolutely massive games today, and yeah, I'll say that as well. It probably is the biggest episode of the series today, with the biggest two games of the series as well. So laying down the gauntlet, two massive games. Can we get wins in both? Let's hope so. So the first game then against Bayer Leverkusen away from home. We are leading by 5 points in the table, but a win for Leverkusen today and the title race will get blown wide open, as there will just be 2 games to go and only 2 points separating these two teams. So this is absolutely huge, this game. Both games are absolutely huge, and that's why it is the biggest episode of the season, and in my opinion, the series as well. And so some fitness problems too going into the game as well. Menendez struggling a little bit, also Tar struggling too. We'll give Tar, can I give Tar a night off though, because Hernandez isn't too fit either. This is quite an interesting selection for me then for lineup going into this game. I'll keep Tar out there for this game, and he might need a rest on Tuesday if he can complete 9 minutes in this one. And you know what? We'll leave our first 11 out there. So it's a bold thing to do, with quite a few players struggling for fitness, but we'll leave our first 11 out there and we'll just hope for the best and hope they won't pull up and get any injuries, because right now this is not a fully fit at least, Borussia Dortmund side. So first game then against Bayer Leverkusen, massive game, biggest league game of the season, biggest episode of the series. Can we get the win and retain our Bundesliga crown? Let's hope so. Come on, Dortmund. Here's Aubameyang, looks for Timo Werner, finds him. Diego running down the right-hand side. I'll give it to Menendez. Can he try and beat Vendel here? No, the Brazilian left-back comes back. Menendez won't let him go, though, easily, and wins it back. Well done, Diego. Takes it back off his man. Keeps on going, gets himself inside, and the shot is well saved by Leno. And Leverkusen should clear with Bellarabi. Excellent work there from Diego to get himself inside. Great stop by the goalkeeper. Still 0-0. And if Leverkusen concede, they're in deep trouble. Top rack shut down by Timo Werner, wins it back for us, finds El Shaarawy down the left-hand side. Good chance here. Can I get inside? Still El Shaarawy on the ball. Might have to cross to the far post where Aubameyang is waiting, and Leno makes a massive save that keeps Leverkusen in the game and in the title race. Huge save by Leno. We should have gone 1-0 up, but that was a brilliant stop. It's Bellarabi for Bayer Leverkusen, cross to the middle. Saul does enough. Diego not the strongest in the air, so he loses out to Bender. He goes for goal and puts it in, and Bayer Leverkusen take the lead just before the break. If there's one thing Diego doesn't have, it's height and strength. And he showed you why that can sometimes be a problem. Bender beats into the ball, chests it through, and Davis lost out as well. I didn't realise that initially, as Bender drills it into the bottom corner. Michael Muller is beaten, and in a massive game in the title race, Bayer Leverkusen take the lead just before the break. And it's our two heroes that failed to get the danger clear. It's Lars Bender with a goal. It's 1-0 Leverkusen. They need to win this game, really, to stay in the title race, and they've scored a massive goal on the stroke of half time. Bayer Leverkusen 1, Borussia Dortmund 0. Don't rule them out just yet, as they stay in this race. And I am going to regret not resting some of my starters, because we are just too tired out there, man. Seriously, but here's Pogba through to Diego with the ball roll. Finds Aubameyang through towards Timo Werner. Still a chance. Aubameyang runs around the outside. El Shaarawy could be through down the left. He is. Stops the ball. Can he cross to the far post? Werner's waiting for it. I'll go towards Timo Werner, who heads it off the post, and it rolls across the goal line. And Jedvaj puts it behind for a corner. It just looks like it won't be our day, as Werner cannons one off the woodwork, and it's still 1-0 to Leverkusen. And at what point do I make subs as well and take off some of my starters, with Liverpool just 2 days away? El Shaarawy on the ball, cross to the far post again, looks for Aubameyang, this time he hits the bar. Aubameyang hits the bar. Gutierrez clears twice in a matter of moments. We hit the post and then the crossbar, as we still trail by 1. Come on. It's looking unlikely now we're going to get that win that would secure the title, and instead Leverkusen could get a second goal here to secure the points with 26 minutes to go, and they're surely going to do it as well. It's the number 44 whose name I can never pronounce, who's Ziyech, I'm not entirely sure, who's headed Leverkusen into a 2-goal lead, and they're going to beat us for the second time this season, and this could spark a turnaround in the title race. Leverkusen 2, Borussia Dortmund 0, and we're going to fail to wrap the title up, and Leverkusen are cutting the gap to just 2 points. And if we are to find a point in this game, we need to score right now as Götze looks for his man El Shaarawy and finds him through towards Diego, but Vendel has been brilliant in this game, wins it back. Both fullbacks in this one have been sensational. But just as I say that, Vendel gives it away, and Menendez is through and fires it over the bar. And I mean, that sums it up. He has not had a good game tonight, our skipper. Neither's the Hoover. Our 2 heroes, our 2 stars, have really struggled in this one. Leverkusen are going to cut the gap at the top of the table to 2 points, and they could be in for a 3rd goal here. Mehmedi is round Nicholas Sultan through and slots the ball into the top corner. Bayer Leverkusen 3, Borussia Dortmund 0. And are we set for an epic choke as this season reaches its finale? Mehmedi takes it round his man, goes through one-on-one, has the composure to slot it into the top corner. Leverkusen 3, Dortmund 0. And the title race is well and truly on. Well, we may have hit the woodwork twice when we were trading by just a 1 in a matter of moments, but really, I'm not going to sit there and blame the rubber to green in this one. Defensively, we've been awful. Mustafi this season has been absolutely atrocious as our record signing for a defender in the series. He's been absolutely terrible, and Leverkusen have torn us apart time after time after time again. It was a big decision to keep Jonathan Tah out there despite his tired legs, and he's really struggled, and now he's gone down, and Leverkusen are through for a 4th goal. It's Bender who's completed the humiliation. Bayer Leverkusen 4, Borussia Dortmund 0. It's an absolute shocker from the defending champions. Everything's gone wrong, and Leverkusen must be sitting there thinking now, we've got a great chance to complete one of the biggest comebacks of all time in career mode from an AI team against me. 4-0 to Bayer Leverkusen, and the title race will probably end up going down to the final day, and we're in an awful lot of trouble. Well, who saw this coming? Bayer Leverkusen 4, Borussia Dortmund 0, and in a game where we could have wrapped up the title against our closest title rivals 2 years in a row, we failed to win, and we have been humiliated. Leverkusen 4, Dortmund 0. This title race has been blown wide open through my most humiliating defeat as manager in this series. What a shocker. I could sit there and say we were unlucky, but I'm not going to do that. We got absolutely torn apart time after time after time again in this game. Leverkusen deserved these 3 points. They've cut the gap to 2. This was unbelievable. And no surprise for man of the match, he scored the 1st goal and the one to fully humiliate us. Lars Bender with a couple of goals for Leverkusen was fantastic all game long. The captain of Bayer has dragged his team right back into this title race. And with 2 games to go, it's so tight. Can we hold on to top spot? And as we go into the second and final game of today's episode, what a weird mood going into the Champions League semi-final second leg at home to Liverpool, because we may lead 2-0 on aggregate, but after being blown apart by Bayer Leverkusen in the last game, I mean, I'm worried. Let's just say that I'm quite fearful, especially because our team are absolutely shattered. So I'll have to make a lot of alterations going into this game. Can we hang on to this lead on aggregate and get through to the Champions League final for the first time with Borussia Dortmund? Let's hope so. But after that humiliating defeat to Leverkusen, it proves that anything's possible, and Jurgen Klopp will be licking his lips at his return to the Signal Iduna Park, thinking this is the time to execute some revenge on his former club. So big game here. We take on Liverpool. Can we get to the Champions League final? Let's hope so, but I gotta say, I'm feeling quite nervous coming into this one. To make this many changes going into the Champions League semi-final second leg, sums up exactly how I feel right now. I was so disgusted with the way I played in that last game against Bayer Leverkusen. I feel we need not just a change in personnel, but a change in formation as well going into this game to avoid an exit in the semi-finals of the Champions League. There's no Davis at all. Mustafi's starting despite his poor performance. Menendez keeps his place in the team, so does Aubameyang, but really, we've got to make sure we're a lot tighter defensively if we are to get through. If we can score, that'll be a huge bonus as well. Maybe the first chance straight away. Menendez through towards Aubameyang. This is what we want to see. Aubameyang one-on-one hits the post, and it should be cleared by Moreno, and it is. Come on, Dortmund, for God's sake, we got to sort this out. Thiago for Liverpool, trying to turn Paul Pogba, who won't let him go, and Pogba wins it back, well done, and now Menendez on the ball, and a chance on the break here. He'll feed it through towards Aubameyang, who tries to outpace Laporta. He should be able to do so. He's running through, and that's a penalty, surely. 30 minutes in, Laporta takes down Aubameyang. He had to, really, and I tell you this, he can count himself lucky. That's not a straight red card. Aubameyang was running through one-on-one, taken down by Laporta, and the referee gives a penalty, or is it a free kick? He started pulling the shirt just outside the area. No, it is a penalty. Penalty to Dortmund, and a chance to make it one. Big moment. I'm going to the top left. Come on, Aubameyang. Can you find it? Yes, you can. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with a huge goal. Makes it 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund and fires us in front. 31 minutes in, it's ever reliable Aubameyang with the goal, and what a massive one at that. Weiser to Hernandez, into Paul Pogba, he finds Diego. Menendez looks for Dembele, and away we go down the right, now back inside to the middle. Menendez finds Aubameyang, who's onside here. He held his run perfectly. Aubameyang to make it 2, fires it into the top corner. Borussia Dortmund 2, Liverpool 0, and maybe now with a half to play, we'll be securing our progress to the Champions League final. Great ball by Diego. Aubameyang, perfect run, gets free of the last defender, a great finish past Karius, makes it 2, and that could be that with 45 minutes to play. Borussia Dortmund 2, Liverpool 0, 4-0 on aggregate, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang continues his great form in the Champions League with his 6th or possibly 7th goal in Europe. Big goal there, 2-0 Dortmund, come on. Good ball inside, a chance here for Liverpool. Firmino strikes one on the half volley and finds the bottom corner where there's 35 minutes to go. And the Brazilian is keeping Liverpool's very slim chances of completing an epic fight back alive. They still need 3 more goals to go through on the away goal ruling. Another chance here for Liverpool as Markovic takes it around his man and rolls it inside towards Danilo, and it's 2-2. And with 27 minutes to go, the tie is right back on. It's 2-2 tonight, 4-2 on aggregate, and I cannot believe it. Are we going to throw it away once again? I mean, I don't believe it. It was a nice little build-up from Liverpool on the break here. They worked the space really nicely to find the extra man. It's a great finish, and Müller can't get there. It's 4-2 on aggregate, and if Liverpool score 2 more goals, they're going through. Well, we made hard work of it, but we are through to the Champions League final. 2-2 the final score, but we were leading by 2 at half-time, and we almost threw away the tie, if not just a result tonight. We get ourselves what we need. That's the result to go through to the final, but my word, this is the worst possible time to go into some bad form, and after these 2 results, I gotta say, our chance to win the treble are taking a massive hit. I felt we were the strongest side and deserved to win the game really, but we'll take the result that gets us through at the very least. And man the match to Aubameyang, whose 2 goals in the first half send us on the way to the final, albeit with Liverpool cancelling out those 2 goals in the second half. And that will end today's episode of the FIFA 17 career mode as well, guys. So a massive thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do leave a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and they really help the channel grow as well. The next episode will see the finale of the Bundesliga season, and with just 2 games to go, we're now only 2 points ahead of Leverkusen, who also have a better goal difference record than us. Are they going to come from nowhere to win this title, or can we hang on and retain our crown? We'll find out in tomorrow's episode. So a big thank you for watching this one. Please do leave a like if you did enjoy it. Much love to you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode, the final one of the Bundesliga season, tomorrow. See you then.